Wendy here from Cuddly Buddly. I just want to show you what we're making today. We're making this exploding canvas, and basically what an exploding canvas is, take a basic canvas and you cut the hole in it by doing a cut across and then just continuing the cuts and then pulling these back, and so it looks like the canvas has exploded out. Hi everybody, Wendy here from Cuddly Buddly Crafts. Today we're here for our April project, and today I'm going to make an exploding canvas. Okay, so I'm going to be using one of these. This canvas measures, it doesn't say, but it's just a little bit smaller than a 12 by 12, just a tad smaller. Okay, I'm going to be using some of this Claudine Hellman Studio Sticky Back Canvas. Love this stuff. It comes in 12 by 12 and also A4 sheets. The A4 sheets are brilliant for printing on. I've printed on it before and it works fab. You can use it, let's have a look what it says. You can sew it onto fabric and clothing, works with inkjet printers, which it does because I've used it. Create fabric transfers with the sticky side. Archivally safe, acid-free adhesive. Canvas stays sticky even when using wet media. Sticks to a wide variety of surfaces. Okay, and I think this is a Ranger product. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using today. Okay, and then also we're going to be using some paints and some spritzers and then some flowers. And also we're going to be using this really fab, I've not actually used it before, but hey ho, this is a rice paper and this is absolutely stunning. Okay, and it's by To Do Designs, and this is lovely, and this is what we're going to be using, and it's stunning. I can't wait to play with that. So we're going to be using that today. Don't ever chuck your tissue paper away because that can be reused. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to, the colour theme I'm going for today is sort of like greens, pale greens and pale blues. So I've got blue chiffon, Americana paint, and soft sage, Americana paint, and I've got Perfect Pearls Mists, and that colour is kiwi, and then I've also got blue raspberry Perfect Pearls spritzer. So that's what we're going to be using today. So very exciting, and I can't wait to get started. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to paint my canvas. So I'm going to I'm going to do a wash of sort of like the blue and the green together. So it's going to be sort of like a splash of the blue and the green. So it's not going to be just like one colour. Okay, I'll give that a shake first. Give these two a shake. Okay, I'm just going to get a piece of scrap paper out so I can add my paint to it. Let's take that off. And this looks like a really lovely blue. Oops. Okay. So I'm just going to start by add in the blue. I'm loving this colour. It's so nice. Goes really well with the rice paper. Okay. I'm not going to change my brush. I'm just going to add a wash of the green. I'm not going for like a stripy look. What I want is for it to sort of like, but just for the foundation. I'm just going to add it in layers of the green and the blue. Not too worried about the size because I'm going to be covering them. Okay. And then I'm going to go back with my blue and blend them two together. Okay, so I'm going to carry on. I'm just adding some blue to the top. I'm not too worried about it because, it's, like it says, it's going to be. And I'm just going to go over with some green just to blend these two in. Not really into green normally, but I really like this sage green. It's really nice. Okay. So like I said, just painting around the edges. Just blending the colours in. Getting rid of any firm lines. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dry this quickly. Okay. Okay. So there we go. I'm loving that. I'm loving the colours. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to be an exploding canvas, I'm going to paint the other side of here as well. Because once we've opened up the front of the canvas, obviously we're going to see this side of it, so we want to make sure that it's painted as well, so it has a good finish. This side does seem to soak in, because because it's the rough side of the canvas. Okay, there we go. Let me just get rid of this paper. Okay, there we go. Got there eventually. Okay, so you just need to make sure you give these a really good shake, because the mica's at the bottom and you want to make sure that you've got them mixed up good and well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, let's have a practice split. It's a bit hard to see at the moment because it's oh. So I'm just going to dry that off. Okay, now this doesn't change the colour of it completely, but what it does do, well, you probably can't really there, you can probably see it there, it's giving it a really lovely shimmer, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to do this side. And like I said, you can put on as little or as much as you want, it's totally up to you. This also helps the it to all blend in together, the colours. Okay, again I'm just going to dry that off. So there we go, and that's also added a lovely shimmer which you probably can't really see too well. Okay, oh, loving it, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like I don't know, like a aurora borealis sort of blues and greens, and it's really, really pretty. Very nice. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm just going to wipe my table a bit. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this away. I'm going to split my canvas. And what I'm also going to do as well, I'm just going to add some dry, just some finger, let's have a look, what brush we've got. Just some like a fine whitewash in a few places, nothing. Okay, I'm going to do the same on this side. This side might be a little bit more difficult because the canvas is on the back side of it, so I might just wet it a little bit. There we go, just to sort of blend it in a bit better. There we go. I'm just going to try this quickly. Okay. Right, let's just put the lid back on that. So now I'm going to split my canvas. So What I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I don't know where I think is the middle. So there's no, this is pretty much 30 centimetres, so I'm pretty much going sort of 15. So it's no, I'm not being too scientific. What I'm going to do is make my first hole. Oh no, what's she done? Okay. Depending how far I'm going to go. Okay. And then I'm going to get my scissors. Wherever I put them. My scissors, come out, wherever you are. Okay, and I'm going to cut this way, and then I'm going to cut and then down this way. You can have this part as big or as small as you want. Just bear in mind when you're doing it that whatever you're putting in the back, if anything, can be seen. Okay, so now I've split my canvas. Yay! Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a dab of hot glue just to make sure that where I've added the exploding part of it stays where it is. Okay. Okay. So I'm just adding, make sure I do it on the right place. So there we go. At the start of our exploding canvas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this bit here and then fix it to the back of my canvas. But what I need to do first of all is I'm going to just trim it down because it is a bit big. I mean, you can trim it down before or after, it doesn't really matter. But what I want to do is just sort of like measure how far in or how far out my picture needs to go. Okay, so that's now the same size as my canvas. So I just want to mark, just roughly, just to make sure that's the piece I need covered, basically. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is get my rice paper, which is lovely, and pick. I think that one's rather nice, don't you? And it fits lovely. Yeah. Just making sure my pencil mark. Okay, so I'm going to just making sure that it's covering. Pencil marks so that when I cut it out I'm getting all the... I mean, I did go underneath it a little bit. I'm not going to cut that off. I want to be generous. Loving it. So pretty. Okay. So I'm not going to worry too about cutting those off. It doesn't have to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my colour, varnish glue. And my brush. And I'm just going to add this roughly all over where I want it to go. Nice, good coat. I want it to stick well. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to add the rice paper. Okay. Don't worry too much about it if you get wrinkles in it. It doesn't really matter. I think it all adds to the effect that you're, trying to get, which is a fab. And I'm going to go over it with. Oop, that's making a canvas curl up. So let me see if I can. There we go. And this glue dries clear as well, so it's really cool. So it looks pretty awful right now. Okay, don't worry about that, because when it's dried it'll look amazing. Just make sure all the edges are down, and then what I'm going to do is just dry it off. Okay, that looks fab. It's giving it like a real like canvas effect. How fab is that? Okay, this one away. Bit of glue is coming down. Just stick that back on. Oops. Come off as well. Okay, obviously it doesn't like glue gun being stuck on with the. Okay, that's not working. I'll find something else. That one's okay. That one's not stuck. I'll find another different glue to stick it with, because obviously, well, that's a first. I found something that hot glue doesn't like and won't stick to. That one's stuck. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to find something else to stick that down with. I managed to stick them back down, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just sticking the this paper off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fix it temporarily with my glue gun, and then I'm going to use my staple gun, I think, just to make sure it stays in place. So I'm just adding this just so I can fix it with my staple gun. God, you guys have as much trouble with glue guns as I do. God, dear oh dear. Okay. So I'm just making sure that this is in the right place before I use my staple gun. Okay, so that's how I want it. Okay, so I'm just building up around the picture.